Doctor, how are you doing? Good. Good? Hello, sir. How are you doing? So, my name is Mohammed. I'll be your local guide for the next few minutes. I'll give you a quick idea about the papyrus plant and how the ancient Egyptians used it to make the first paper ever. They call it the papyrus paper, and that goes back to more than 5,000 years ago. First of all, the plant itself was only one in ancient time because of two reasons. First one, it's the flowers that looks like the sun rays, the symbol of Amra, the god of the sun. And second reason is the stem of the plant that takes a triangular shape, which is the same shape of the pyramid. And to make the paper out of it, first of all, we cut the stem to pieces according to the size we need, like large, medium, or small. 7. That's the key number. And after that, I'm going to remove that green part. And by the way, the green part is so strong and flexible. That's why in ancient times they used this part to make a lot of things, such as sandals, hats, baskets, and ropes as well. So I'm cutting a small piece, for example. So after that, we remove the green outer part, as I told you. So, as I told you, the green part is so strong and flexible, it's not easy to break. And by the way, the inner white part is the most important one, as we use it to make the paper itself. And we cut it into thin slices like this. But we see that the inner part is soft and very easy to break, spongy, as it contains an amount of sugar or water inside. Look at that. So you got 10% of sugar and 90% of water. And that's why I'm gonna use this mallet to break the fibers and to get the water out. Some Egyptian women use this mallet to punish their husbands as they go home late. And is that in Holland, the women prefer knives?
We have knives,
Did you get
yeah.
married or still lucky?
I'm still lucky. Sort of.
So now I see that the slice became stronger and more flexible than before. We soak it in water for 6 days. As after 6 days, we get the light color like this. But we will leave it in water more than 6 days. We get the dark color or the brown one, like this one right here. So the bone is longer, we leave it in water, darker we get. And after that, we arrange the slices between two sheets of carpets in vertical and horizontal lines.
What is the goal of dipping it in water for 6 days?
Because we need to reduce the amount of sugar. Because it got 10%, I only need just 5%.
Yeah.
No. To make the slice stick together naturally and to keep the paper flexible too.
So without sugar, the paper still stays flexible?
Yeah. So we arrange the slices this way to complete the whole paper. And as I told you, the slice is gonna stick together naturally with the natural sugar. All you need just covering it and put it under the press down for another 6 days. And in ancient times, they used like rocks or stones to press it. So after 12 days, in total 6 days on water, 6 days on the press, we get a sheet of paper like this one here.
Oh, wow.
Touch it.
It's exactly A4.
Wow.
Just an example for the paper, and in your hands, the first paper ever. As I told you, it goes back to more than 5,000 years ago. And you can see the authentic one in the Egyptian museum. And by the way, it's not just the first paper. Actually, this is the best paper till now. Because of many reasons. First of all, this is the only antibacterial paper. And that's why it lasts for thousands and thousands of years. It's the only kind of paper that absorb and accept any kind of colors and any kind of inks. But you have to be careful because in Egypt you find two kinds of this paper. Like everything in our life, there is something original and something Chinese or fake, another word.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful because everywhere you find a lot of people selling imitation paper. Fake paper looks similar because they made it out of banana leaves and sugar cane. And that's why it lasts maximum for 1 year. But the one in my hand, it lasts for at least 1,000 years.
Wow.
And I mean it, you know. And even the paintings, the fake paintings are printed but the original ones are done by hand.
And how can you see it when somebody's trying to sell it or something?
Actually, there are many differences between, but I'll tell you the biggest difference to save your time, which is the genuine papyrus paper, and believe it or not, it's waterproof and washable.
Oh.
So we can write anything on it. If you did any mistake, we can wash it off. By using just water, we'll leave it to dry and reuse it again. Can you believe something like that? 5,000 years ago, they invented something like this paper, washable paper.
Yeah.
And if you did any mistake, you can wash it off and reuse it many times. You know, I can share an example. You got it?
Not with me.
No, of course not. Except the oil colors. The watercolors will come off. Even the normal pen will come off, but the oil colors will not, because it's oil colors. But nothing will happen to the paper. And I can share an example. Do you have a pen with you?
I don't.
You got a pen?
Do you have a pen?
Just 1 second.
Hoe voelt
Very
dat?
strong.
Wow.
Try to. It's very hard.
I saw this plant also.
What?
So, حضرتك اسمك ايه معلش؟
Gina.
Gina. So, can you spell it?
G-I.
G.
I.
I-N-A.
N-A.
Is it your name?
No.
Yeah, of course not. I wanted to make some mistakes. But I can write the right one.
Little J بس.
ايوه ده حمار بقى صح.
The queen.
It's better, right?
Yeah.
He is the king, right?
Yeah.
So, I think we have our own name. Can you try to erase it? Remove it. It's impossible. It's a normal pen. I'm from Saudi.
Yeah.
So, if I use a normal paper, of course I need to change it, replace it. But with the papyrus paper, all I need is put some water, just water. Can you help me and give me some water, please? So, I asked you to use your pen, and I'm using your water to be sure. Yeah, that's it. So, first of all, look at that. Can you touch it?
Whoa.
Touch it. Do you feel when water comes?
It begins to drink it, or like.
Oh.
You feel just the temperature.
I don't feel any water.
Of course not. I can leave it like this for 1 week.
What?
The water will stay. No problem at all. Look. Now, I'm gonna wash all the paper. And wash the wrong name I did in a few seconds.
What? That's insane.
The density of the fiber is very.
Yeah?
Very
And now,
high.
would you mind if you touch the paper one more time? You find out the paper is a little bit slimy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticky. And actually, this is a natural sugar that makes the slides stick together naturally. You know? And you know what? I can wash it all like a piece of fabric, like a piece of cloth. Do you know what else? You can squeeze it.
No.
It's not a magic, but this is a genuine papyrus paper.
It's very strong, like cotton.
Yeah? Like a cloth, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a paper. And now look at the paper. First of all, it doesn't come parts. Still one piece and still so strong. And all we need, just leave it to dry.
But it is now more brown here.
Not because the slice was the slice itself
Oh,
was
okay.
brown, you know. So I'll show you a crazy thing too, unbelievable thing, which is I can get the slice in one piece.
It sounds like you.
But the incredible thing is, can you touch it inside?
Dry.
It's totally dry. Even after I
Whoa.
wash it all, still dry inside. Can you imagine? So this is the biggest difference between, and because once you put the fake paper in the water, it comes parts. Because they are using glue to make the slides.
So if somebody tries to sell it, I can put a little bit water on.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. Just ask the sales woman or the salesman
say
to wash a little piece of paper in front of you. And even when you touch the paper, the fake paper is so thin